Hello, welcome back or welcome to the channel. I feel like this is an interesting energy coming through today. For me, it started off really I'm jumping right into this. This feels kind of like a channeled message. I think I'll end up using some cards. This does feel specific to this 1212 portal. What's interesting about that for me specifically is that I was feeling all of this energy before I realized the numerology of today, or the way the numerology could affect the energy of today. And so I wanted to do a little reading on that because I had some really profound and interesting breakthrough. So what I want to do is explain how it felt for me, because this could be something that you are experiencing right now. So what I was feeling this morning is we're still in the Sagittarius season, so we're feeling that expansion, right? So with that expansion happening, this morning I felt this real soft kind of dissolving of boundaries. What I mean by the dissolving of boundaries is like mental boundaries, like Eight of Swords type energy where, it's confined. I felt this kind of soft opening up to, oh, there's more. And I understand that there's more. I'm open to receiving it. So I don't know how that's taking place for you. I know how that took place for me within, my own life and where I'm at in my own journey, so to speak. But where I want you to see your similarity is around where this soft kind of dissolve and this openness to kind of receiving some new information, or it's possibly that it could just be information, but it's an opening even to a wider belief, a wider understanding of things. So whatever that wider understanding is, it could be in different areas for a lot of different people. Maybe you had a wider understanding in a relationship. This kind of is, I'm seeing now the houses. So if you could be then receiving this soft dissolving and expanding in your own self. Okay, this would be like if it was the first house, the way you express yourself, so to speak. Your identity. You might be seeing a stretch of who you feel like you are. So something you strongly identified with is dissolving, not as if you're losing it, but dissolving as if that's the only thing. That would be that type of a thing. If it's the second house, you're starting to see this dissolving of barriers that you put around your worth and your value and your resources. That should be super fun for some people. If you're talking about the third house, you would be seeing an expansion in the way that you communicate with people, the way that you, your mental belief type of system. Hold on, there's something else with that wants to come through. All right, I got my nifty notebook. So yeah, the third house is that mind and the expansion in the communication. Okay. If this sits in your fourth house, you're going to be feeling this expansion in your emotional foundation. So this really speaks to me, even about your nervous system, being able to, to stabilize, to, to be able to, when you have stimulus, you're able to soothe yourself, like your nervous system doesn't get activated as much. So I don't know, however you want to say that energy, that's what it would be felt like as. You could be seeing this expansion in your self-expression. What I mean by the self-expression is like where you find joy. Okay, that is expanding. And where you used to find joy is kind of dissolving, and you're just expanding that. Again, it's not to say that you're completely done with them. It's just the expansion, right? You might see an expansion in the routines and the way that you take care of yourself. those old kind of systems might be dissolving, and you might be stepping into more. If there's the 8th house, I love this. If it's the 8th house, you're going to be dissolving anything that didn't have like depth, right? You're going to see deeper into things. I guess I could see how that could be a little bit rough too. Because you're really going deep, which requires typically that you're kind of pulling things out in order to like rebirth it. You know what I'm saying? So you may be expanding on this rebirth, or like what you need in order to transform. That could be something that's happening within you right now. With the 9th house, we're talking about your spirituality, even traveling. And when I say spirituality, I mean like expanding again, expanding your understanding. How would I say that? Oh, shoot. Asking the question, what is the meaning of life? Like expanding that type of a thing, where maybe either you weren't aware of that before, or maybe you're expanding on what you thought the meaning of life once was. Maybe something happened and that caused you to have this kind of, again, soft dissolve towards this. If it's in the 10th house, your purpose and your contribution, that might be dissolving. The way that purpose is different from the meaning of life is because the meaning is where you are in the world. This 10th house is more about what you want your public identity. So you might be dissolving what you currently are, what boundaries you currently have, and are now expanding into something else. So even a new career path, a new purpose. This would be something even like work related, like a new job. I already said that, I think. Okay, if this is 11th house, your friends, your network is going to be expanding. Like you're going to dissolve kind of the friendships or the friendship networks, or even like collective networks that you may have. And it's, again, you're expanding. So you're dissolving this like limitation around where you currently see it, and you're seeing something bigger. I almost with this feel like you're seeing that you're part of a greater collective in a way. Now, finally, if it's the 12th house, this is your intuition is being greatly expanded at this time. Your ability to surrender to what is, it's like it's dissolving, where you may have felt like you couldn't surrender or you couldn't accept what was happening. You may find yourself accepting this. And yeah, you're just like your intuition really coming on board right now with but when I say intuition, it's that inner knowing. You're so clear, it's so like, no, this is it type of a feeling. So you're dissolving that type of feeling, like where you knew it was it. This is expanded for you now. You guys, I don't know what that necessarily has to do with the 12/12 portal, but what I can tell you is that is where my energy wanted to flow with the 12/12 portal message. So with that being said, I'm going to leave that with you. This question, or this card popped out too. It says, what is my best course of action to build forward momentum? I probably should have put that at the beginning, but if you're here, cool. I would say whatever I just went through, if you know that, for example, you're expanding your communication, the course of action would be, where are you expanding it? What do you see for it? Like, pour into what I just showed you is expanding. That would help you. I love how this works. I hope somebody is staying, I hope you guys are staying through here to the end. Because knowing, I was just thinking. All right. Anyway, So the best course of action is for you to expand in the areas that you resonated with, that I read off. Like, what area did you feel the most? And that is where you want to pour energy into for forward momentum. Okay, that's it.